Hey guys, it's Maxi here. It is the big one on the Young Team series. It is a match against Schalke in the Veltins Arena. Probably going to get pumped here, but we'll give it our best shot. But a crisis actually going on at the moment. We have a couple of players missing through suspension. You can see there Eamon Brophy and Regis Kayembe. What doesn't help as well is we have a striker crisis effectively. Good to see as well, by the way, that Michael Scott would have been getting pushed into the first team. He's literally just took this injury. We can get him back before the end of the season. I'm going to start breaking him through because he's one of the few that are still 5-star potential ability, so he'll come in as well. And I think we'll probably run Lee O'Donnell in the first team as well. But you look at the reserves, you look at the striker options. We'll have to go with Scott Thompson. Main, Diallo, Hardy are all ineligible. Mason and Mabudi are injured, and I'd rather not use the guy that's got my name, despite the fact he is, of course, unregistered as well. So it leaves us very, very thin in terms of options. That's literally what we're left with. Just frustrating losing a couple of players, but we're still able to put a very competitive team. No striker on the bench, which is worrying. Might utilise Josh Ginnelly or Jordan Stevens as like a backup striker. I'm hoping we can. I don't even want to try and take it tight. I'm just going to go for it and see if we can get some sort of away goal and enjoy the experience. But here we are. This is the big one. Against all the odds, can we somehow, some way, take on a Schalke team that have probably got one or two players, if not more, that will be on our full weekly wage, the full squad, and it's just them. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on, how the likes of Rangers get on, and Hibs in their respective last 32 games. You can see there the hero, the legend that is Gabriel Barbosa, Gabigol on the right. You've also got Andre Horta, Steve Bergwijn supporting Barrow up front. Quality in the middle as well with Maxi Arnold. Some damn decent defenders, they're not horrible. So we're certainly not overestimating us, or underestimating us, I should say. We've got a lot of quality in the bench as well. David Selke's someone that can come on and do a job. But as a monumental occasion for Motherwell being at this kind of stage, let's just see if we can go there, cause an upset, and try not get bookings within the first minute, which puts you under pressure for the next 89, as we now have two. In the first six, Barrow with a header off the bar, and Taylor clears it. I think it is going to be one of those ones. Backs against the wall, limited possession, and say a wee prayer. Because obviously when the ball's up to Thompson, he doesn't quite have that energy and just as much a nuisance that the Wolfman is, Big Brophy up front. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. He's only 20 still, Thompson. We've had him around the first team a good couple of times. And unfortunately, a fantastic set piece from William is put in by Kevin Vaught, the big centre half. So not great, but voting the Stasic against Broughton and Porteous, I think there's a big difference in quality there. But no, hey, we're here in merit. We just need to enjoy the occasion and see what happens. But I'm a bit disappointed, getting off topic a wee bit. A lot more of the new gents haven't made more an impact. Like, probably just me just kind of expecting them to hit the ground running, but we struggled for a long period of time with them in the team. And obviously, when we started going with more familiar names, Taylor, Brophy, etc., Halkett, it certainly was working for us. Don't get me wrong, Farquhar's been good, but he's for Celtic. He's not even a contracted player. Here's Clark. Thompson can't hold the ball up, but gets it to Clark. Thompson, Farquhar's on the edge of the area. There's your away goal. So maybe Scott Thompson is growing of age. An assist in the match against Schalke. Lovely composure from Farquhar. And if we can, Celtic what I use him for another season, I think we'll happily keep him in there and just keep going until his contract's to expire, then try and poach him if we can. But I think he'll be someone that will maybe be in the last season here. But I think we just need to say to the boys, keep up, you're doing well. You're not particularly playing great in terms of performance ratings, but in terms of the result, I'm happy with that. We've got an away goal. And if we can get some of our flair players on the ball, Middleton, Turnbull, if we can get Cadden driving down that right hand side, you just never know. It's pretty. They're edging in terms of possession for a couple of chances, nothing great apart from the goal. But yeah, it's the result. You're not going to too disheartened with that result. There's Horta, and that's just driven wide of the post. We'll probably keep it to, I'd say, 70 minutes, because if we're going to make changes, it is going to try and bring some pace and energy in. So I'd rather leave that to as late as possible so those kind of players can come in and against tired legs. We use Clark, Cadden, Campbell. David Turnbull. What he's trying there. They're playing a very dangerous game out for the back, but they've managed to get away with it. Here's Gabby Gold down the right hand side. Barrow's in. And of course, when you're in an attacking system like us, it can just take one long ball up the park. But I kind of change this to go defensive, because what if we just sit back and lose 5-0? I'd rather make a go for it and continue to do that and not really invite pressure. Us try and put as much pressure on them as we can. There's Barrow. Gabby goal again. Good ball for Barrow. And now we're starting to get sliced open a wee bit. So we'll make a few wee changes now. Get some legs in there. Middleton's going to come on for Josh Giannelli. Stevens is going to come on for Cadden. So it's going to give us some good wingers to bring in. And Turnbull's not having a great game. So we will look to bring on Frankie Kent. Frankie Kent will sit in that half-back role. And we'll switch these two around. And I think we'll probably change the counter. 3-1 laying out the tie, but it does mean it looks a wee bit unlikely. But when you get an away goal, you never know. Wee cheeky 2-0 win at Fir Park, and suddenly you might have a wee chance. If we could somehow go for it, see if we can push for that second away goal. Probably end up killing a tie for us, but I don't think we're going to get another highlight, are we? There's Horta, and that's a second booking for Alan Campbell. So Alan Campbell's going to miss the second leg, and this is just going to get harder and harder. Kent will just keep you there, actually. So you can't really play centre mid. We'll sit defensive. It is only for like 90 seconds. And experience at this level certainly probably cost us, but hey, it's a learning curve. And as I say, this run so far is something that is going to propel the reputation of the club. And as I say, will get us a wee extra financial boost this season. Obviously not quite where the Champions League money is, but still very, very significant for a club of our level. So he just gives Jesus a wee bit of talking to, but that'll be the final whistle. And it is a 3-1 victory for Schalke. Had a couple of chances less than him, end up with more of the ball. I think once they had the 3-1 cushion, they just kind of saw the game out. You can really say in terms of the average rating, good performance from Farquhar, but you're looking at like Greg Taylor was poor. The three players that come off are creative sparks. Cadden, Turnbull and Middleton were very good. Broughton didn't have a great one either. So we'll try and fire the boys up for the second leg. Probably won't make that a video because I just feel like it is going to be a humping, if I'm honest. So we'll probably give it a couple of games and then we'll bring it back. Probably around, I'd say, Aberdeen, Hibs, one of our bogey teams. But we do need to try and get this wee slump as well. Terrible run of form. We need to get back to keeping clean sheets. So that's going to be it for this episode. Cheers for tuning in as always. It's much appreciated. And hopefully everybody crosses their toes, fingers, everything, that we get a bit of luck to somehow beat Rangers and claw ourselves back into the push for a Champions League spot, and somehow, some way, overturn that 3-1 deficit against Schalke. So cheers for watching. See you all soon. Thanks again. Bye bye.